Hello everybody, it's MTG here, and today we've got some incredible, some amazing, Power 10, yet Power 1. Power 1, yet Power 10 in a different way. Book, Tribal, Jank, EDH Deck Tech. Welcome to MTG's Cray library. So for our commander, we have Nicol Bolas, 2 blue, a black, a red for a legendary dragon, elder dragon. And the best part, and why we chose him, is his art, which is a dragon chilling in a chair, reading some books. That's the life. Book travel. Let's get into it. So for our creatures, we've got Hapless Researcher, which is trying to put our books away, but always falls. So, Overwhelmed Apprentice. Our apprentice is overwhelmed by the amount of books we have, and has books in its art, which is the important part. Just like how we're going to win, which is by reading our opponents to death. Cephalid Vandal, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a shred counter on it, and it's a Vandal that's a Cephalid, and it vandalizes our library by eating all of our books, and it's quite annoying. Orcish Librarian. The art is incredible. It's an orc taking a bite out of a book like it's a sandwich. Oh, it's amazing. And the flavor text is the best part. Us hungry, need food, lots of books. Oh my gosh, amazing. And then Orcish Library, again, just to show you how awesome it is. Geist of the Archives. Nice little ghost thingy-mabob that likes to haunt our library. Nothing to worry about. Then we have our Scrib Nibblers, which are our pet rats, which like to eat our books. Scroll Thief. Stealing all of our scrolls. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Skilled Animator. It likes to make our books live for whatever reason. I don't know how that helps with anything. Tomebound Lich, which is just the guy with magic and books, blah, blah, blah. Archivist likes to archive our books. A zombie lady with scrolls. A bunch of scrolls. Scrivener Behel, who's scrolling the art, that's all that matters. Talus Researcher, researching with our books. And we have the incredible Book Devourer. It's just truly, truly incredible. Its art is eating a bunch of books, and the flavor text is the most amazing part. Not my first edition of The Advokist and the Urchin. The Advokist and the Urchin! Oh, so incredible. And actually, that is a reference to my book, The Advokist and the Urchin by MTG. And it's just the beautiful, brilliant, genius, heartwarming tale written beautifully about this Advokist who meets an urchin, and it is brilliant. It is so incredible. I personally have won the Newbery Prize for winning this, and the Pulitzer Prize for this book, and it was only released a second ago, so, it's amazing. Link is in the description if you want to read it for free, and yeah, go check that out. So then we have some spells with increasing confusion, which will represent how confused our opponents are why we have so many books. Index. We sometimes need to look at the index to find stuff in our books. Miscast. It's got a bookshelf in the background. That's all that matters. Sorceress Insight. It's got a lady reading a book. Pretty fitting. Tome Scour. We have so many tomes that sometimes we need to scour them. So that's where this comes in handy. Latnam's Legacy, there's a scroll in the art, and scrolls in the background, and scrolls everywhere, yay. Flash of Insight, a guy pointing to somewhere on a book, and with a facial expression of, what? Which totally encapsulates what this deck is all about. Impulse, bookshelf in the background. Frantic Search, sometimes we frantically search through our books to loot for free. Learn from the past, we like learning from the past with our books. Covenant of Mind, it's a covenant, and that's technically a book scroll thing, right? Laquatus's Creativity. A bunch of floating books and scrolls. Pretty sweet. Library of Latnam. That's a lot of books. Pore over the pages. We sometimes need to pore over those pages. That's what I'm talking about. Tunnel vision. This is very useful because we don't even need to open the book to read it. All we have to do is look through the cover with tunnel vision. Pretty sweet. Then we've got some artifacts, which are books with spellbook, a free book, and it's a giant book with a bunch of spells. Pretty sweet. Codex Shredder. I looked it up. A codex is a old scroll thingamabob. And this Codex Shredder can help us shred them for whatever reason. Glasses of Urza. We're going to be reading so much in this deck that we need some reading glasses. And that's where we steal Urza's glasses. Pretty sweet. Library of Lang. Bunch of books. Fully Advancing. It's a book with wings. More books. Maze My Tome. It's a book. Scroll Rack. The infamous Scroll Rack, which is a rack where we keep all of our scrolls. Pretty nice. Tome of Legends, a giant big fat book with a big book with a bunch of legends. That's what it is. Urza's Tome, which is a book. Arcane Encyclopedia, a classic famous MTG iconic book, which is just a book. Encyclopedia book. Just in there. J-Loom Tome, another book. Phyrexian, a grimoire. And it's just a normal grimoire. Just it's got a bunch of Phyrexian juice on it. Then we got Serpadian Empires, Volume 7 to be exact. And it's a pretty good book. Baron's Codex, another book that we stole from Baron. A Messie's Tome, another big book, but it's got a bunch of gibberish that we can't read. Fool's Tome, gotta be a fool to read it. Geth's Grimoire, yet another grimoire. And it is a grimoire, a big grimoire. And no, I am not saying grimoire as many times in the sentence as I possibly can to fill an entire grimoire. I am only saying grimoire so many times, not because I like saying it, but because grimoire is a fun word that is relevant to the deck. And then we have Grimoire of the Dead, yet another grimoire, which has many grimoire deadness in it. Giant Day Tome. Big book, and we can see how big it is in comparison to a human. That's a big book. Otherworld Atlas, nice little Otherworld Atlas. Thran Tome, another nice little tome. Mangar's Tome, a nice little book. Mercadian Atlas, an atlas which is a book. Tamio's Journal, it's a journal book thing. Book of the Guild Pack, Tome of the Guild Pack, it's a book with the Guild Pack. Venser's Journal is the Journal of Venser, yet another thing we stole. We stole this from Venser. Book of Ras, which is a book. Just a book. And then we've got our enchantments with Ancestral Knowledge, where we can get Ancestral Knowledge by reading books. And that's what this lady in the art is doing. Curse of the Bloody Tome. We can curse our opponents, and if they try to read our books, then the books become bloody for whatever reason. That's pretty cool. Ristic Study. We have so many books that we need to ristically study them, and that's where this card comes in handy. Idle Thoughts. It's just birds that are books. Price of Knowledge. It's a guy who has blood and no eyes. Pretty sweet. Then for the mana base, we've got 26 book islands, 7 mountains, 4 swamps, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff, and I will see you next time.